Did Alan fall into the toilet? Oh crap! I'm unmuted. That's the first thing people are gonna hear now.
Typical Gaijin Guy fashion. We are on the air.
We talk over our starting soon stream, you know.
I feel like this should be our thing, though. We should just talk over this thing.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're starting soon, by the way.
Like, yeah, we're gonna start.
We're guys, we all suck at this.
So you guys know,
there's a whole extra 30.
Us.
There's a whole extra 30 minutes of exclusive content on our Patreon. Just like
that's true.
We'll go up,
and it's totally worth checking out.
It's totally worth it.
We talked about all. We watched Alan play music. It's pretty sweet.
And then we also heard, Ryan's deep dark secret that he doesn't want anyone to know unless they pay for it.
Said you weren't recording.
Am I too loud?
Always.
Dude,
No.
when the stream started, I heard my voice. It was like 10 times louder than I thought it would be.
How's the chat doing? How's the chat doing?
Apparently, we're a bunch of weirdos and we're very professional. Sarcasm.
We're a bunch of weirdos.
Hey, mute your guys' fucking speakers, damn it.
Proof of the
Oh
statement
crap!
right there.
I need to put my headphones on.
Jesus, Wade.
It's way,
Loading.
bro.
We know we're not used to this sort of thing, but you'll get there, buddy. You'll get
Sorry.
there.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's Wave's first day, guys. Come on.
I've never streamed before.
He's never done this in his life.
Hey, the thing's starting, so
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there it
we
actually
are.
goes.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up? Can we just go back in time and start this whole thing over again?
No. Fuck.
Like every week.
We're gonna put the starting screen back on, guys.
Yeah.
just so we
All
can
right.
sit down.
Hey guys, we're starting soon again. Here we go.
hello, all right, it's Jonas.
We'll be right back. Okay.
Are we muting this time?
Don't do that to him.
All right.
All right. We're really here. No. Fuck you. Just kidding.
All right. Welcome.
Yeah. Why are you saying welcome, bro? We're not even starting yet. It says starting soon.
Talking about
Yeah. It says starting soon, guys.
it already went off.
It's back again.
What are we doing?
Hey, we're back.
Teresa is not happy. She's not thrilled with this. Here,
right,
direct
You're
quote.
supposed
Jesus
to be on
Christ.
top of Alan.
Whoa, phrasing.
What she said.
I quit.
Where's Neon? Can he come back?
This
and
is
take my spot?
this is like having the chat up. All we need is emojis. It will be fucking.
Yo.
All right.
So I was
shit.
messaging Ryan the other day, and what was it? What I say? And you're like, bro, there's punctuation for a reason.
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Hold on. Let me pull up our deep dive personal love chat real quick.
So I think we're like live now.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
I
We're
don't know.
live.
Are we
Jesus
live,
Christ.
guys?
Yeah. I'll just let you guys know in the chat that every time somebody says something even remotely that could be taken in a sexual manner, Ryan always picks up on it somehow. It's just like the amount of times this man has said phrasing in our chats, unreal.
Gotta be good at something.
Hey,
So I
thanks,
think
Paul.
many people are under the impression that this should be getting better each time we do it. And somehow I think it's devolving. So
We talk about this is the best intro we've ever done in our life. What the fuck
I'm
are
learning
you talking
everything.
about? It's our first day, dude. How
That's
do you
right.
expect
That's
us to
right.
get better on our first day? Like, that doesn't happen.
I have high expectations.
Yeah, well, that was your first mistake. High expectations.
Good morning, everybody. This is Gaijin Guys. I'm Ryan Meir.
Hey,
These
Ryan.
other guys.
I don't know them. I don't know who these other guys are. They just showed up on my Zoom call.
We have Wave Potter, champ of medium, and Alan.
Whoa, wait. Why do you have to hesitate?
Dick.
I wasn't sure if I should say her name or use the decodic.
He's like, we got
Dodecahedron.
We got Wade, we got Ryan, and yeah, unfortunately, there's Alan over there. That's what I heard.
All right. So, well, it took me 15 minutes to get through my intro yesterday. So, who am I to say?
Alan puts a dick in Dakota. That's not my quote.
All right.
Oh my god!
People are gonna think they're on the Wave Potter live stream. It's such a disaster. All right.
This starts out bad.
This was all planned, guys.
Japanese music news.
It looks like it's improvisational, but this shit is scripted out.
Yeah, word by word. Even the laughs are in the script right now, guys.
It's a laugh track.
Yeah, I'm not really.
What's up, Rosie?
Rosie.
Go Dick.
Hadasio. What's up, guys? We do not so. Good to see y'all.
Okay,
all right. So we got some serious shit to talk about today. As I laugh, let's start off with the positive, right? We shouldn't jump in. We got to get the scandal news for sure. I mean, maybe it's not really news. It's kind of
what
news
about it
for my channel. We'll get to it. Scandals. Should we talk about scandal first? Nah, let's
just get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Fucking, I woke up this morning to my channel taken down temporarily. If you guys didn't notice, Scandal sent me some copyright strikes.
Several. Oh shit! They gave you 3 at a time.
Yeah, I got. No, it was just one.
Did we disappear?
Luckily, it was just one. So just for anybody else that's putting out reactions, they cannot do more than one anymore. So this is proof of it. They took down all my Scandal videos and hit me with a copyright strike.
Damn, that sucks.
Bro, like, I love the music. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, you're already taking the money. They already take the money.
Sense.
It makes no fucking sense. I said nothing but great things about the band, and you guys manually. This is a manual one. This is why I'm pissed. This is not auto. This is why I'm
mad. Intensifies.
Yeah, if it was.
What's their label?
Bro, if it was fucking auto, I'd been like, oh, I get it. But no, this was a manual. Look at my channel, and they said, fuck your Scandal reviews. It's going down.
Then that means they just don't like you. As a person.
Apparently. Fuck. Sorry for saying good things.
Mine are still all up there, man. So maybe it really is just fuck this Allen guy.
Yeah, that is weird, man. I will never understand that. Because everything I've done that got I've only got one strike and then a bunch of blocks, and they've all been positive. So
this is also coming from the guy. This is also coming from me who understands why they took it down. I'm just refusing to ignore that fact right now and be pissed. So.
Fair enough. We could cover the actual logical reasoning later after you vent enough. I mean, for anybody that is out there that doesn't know the difference between copyright strikes, by the way, copyright strikes, blocks, and copyright claims, they're 3 different things. A claim means that they will not let you monetize the video. Yes. They will take all the advertising for themselves. A block means that nobody can see your videos, and then a strike means that it actually is going to negatively affect your channel, and if you get 3 of them, you will lose your channel permanently unless you can talk them into giving it back to you.
Right.
So a strike is far and away the worst one. It seems like they skipped right over 1 and 2, which sucks.
No, they actually no, they didn't skip. They were already taking the money. They already copyrighted it. So that was
so the claims were already on it. They already had the claims on the videos before.
Since upload.
So they actually went back to videos that were already claimed and then gave them a strike.
That's why I'm pissed. That's why I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, you got the money. Like, you're getting the money.
Now you won't get any more, you freaking idiots.
Yeah,
yeah, for real.
Like, you get the money already. Come on. Like, leave it alone. But anyways.
Yes, Rosie, I am a pirate.
This is why I'm also pissed. I do a lot of editing on my videos, you know? Like, And it's just like, fuck, man. That's like 5 hours of my life just like, poof, gone. I'm like, I don't know. It just pisses me off.
Yeah. But
I understand
but, guys,
why, but it still pisses me off.
Yeah, of course. But hey, this is what Patreon's for. So you should subscribe to all of our Patreons because that's where we put stuff like this.
Yeah.
But mainly Gaijin Guys.
Yeah.
I have
Also the Gaijin Guys. We
I have
haven't
a
even
question.
started. Go ahead.
Is that the legit medallion from Pirates?
I
What the
wish.
fuck are you talking
Is that
about?
a freaking pieces of 8, dude?
Right. Rusty's obsessed with the pirate medallions.
It's actually not pirate. It's from I forget what they're called.
That had absolutely no. Okay,
Like blacksmiths back in the day.
I guess we're over scandal
school
now. I
blacksmiths?
got it.
No, sorry, Alex. I just
Our
had-
outrage didn't match yours, Alan. I apologize. It is bullshit, and it doesn't make a damn
sorry.
bit of
Like,
sense
all right,
because
well,
they were making money off their views and your views, and now they're not making any off of yours. It's pretty
Yeah.
stupid.
It is stupid.
I've never heard of
And
that.
they're not getting any promotion either. Like to me, that's the biggest thing, right? Like it's not for you, obviously, but for them, they just got rid of advertising for themselves, which will just forever. And I know we've talked about this before, and I don't want to, we don't want to bore you guys with saying the same things over and over again, but I'll never understand it. I will just never understand why they wouldn't want the extra promotion. It's not hurting them in the slightest. So
Not at all.
Well, whoever
And
their
I'm
publisher
pulling-
is right now.
I'm pulling it up right now so I can read it off to you guys. But
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
It wouldn't even let me log into my account. So
Damn.
a copy owner asked us. They went and asked, guys. Like, that's what's blowing my mind. And I email all these bands. I know they don't get them, but I do, just in case. And they're like, believe it contains material that violates their copyright. And it says, your video was removed from YouTube. Your channel received a strike. If you get 3 strikes, your account will be taken down. But this is where it's worse. I didn't know this. So it says, along with all of your other associated channels. That's scary. That's fucking scary. So that means if they take this channel down, all my channels are down. Dichotic Live is down. Gaijin Guys is down.
Us. Yeah.
That's exactly. So now I don't know what to do, because I'm trying to look at who. I think they're Sony. Are they Sony? Maybe they are Sony.
Jesus. I think so, yeah.
You know what?
That
You know what? I should have known. It's fucking Sony. That's my bad. I got in a strike from Sony before, and I got another one. So fuck it, guys. I'm sorry. Don't request anything from Sony. Like, fuck them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
They're not going to listen to you either. Like if you try to appeal it, Sony's.
I'm not going to.
right.
It's
Fuck
just
you,
a
Sony.
huge
Even though
corporate-
even though I have the camera of a Sony pointing at me, and I'm like, "Fuck you, Sony."
Gotta get a cannon.
Yeah, I'm switching
that's
to
okay.
Canon. God damn it! You
That's
bastards.
all right, man. Like we're on YouTube as a platform, and the one platform that I shit on the most is probably YouTube. So just go.
Sony didn't even release Horizon Forbidden West on PC. They're trying to force
True.
people to buy a PS5.
And I'm
Wow.
pissed about it. Can I just say I'm pissed about it? I loved the first game. Horizon Forbidden West was fantastic. I played it on PS4. It eventually came out on PC, but not for like a year or two later.
So
And
maybe
this
it's
one
still
they
in
haven't
development.
made this one but they haven't even said anything. Like they're not. They could have the whole thing created, and they're just sitting on it right now. You know what I mean?
Well, they already got me though. I already bought it for PS4. So
For PS4, oh, that's gonna be rough, man.
yeah,
It's gonna be rough.
Hey,
it's
Wave,
very glitchy.
Wave, can you turn on your original sound, please?
Who?
Wave. If you could turn on original
is.
sound. It is?
damn
You
it,
sound
Wave.
really echoey. No, hit it again then. I have what does it say at the top? Does it say original sound off or does it say original sound on?
On. Here, let me try it. Testing.
That's better.
Testing.
That's there you go. Keep it like
Testes.
that.
The first one? This one?
Yeah. Keep it like that. Much better.
Not this one?
Not that
I like
one.
them
There's
both.
noise.
I like them both. With I think he sounds beautiful.
Hey,
Every
hold
time.
on. Hold on.
last week it was the other way around.
Quick. Talk real quick, Wave.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you're good. I don't know. It's weird. I don't
Oh,
know
it's
what's
back on now. So whatever.
Turn it off.
Anyway.
Turn it off real quick.
Oh,
Test. That was on. Okay, now it's off. Testing, testing, testing.
Okay, now I can't hear a difference. What the fuck? All right. You sound
Can I
really
just say,
loud.
Teresa's been
on.
coming at me in the comments this whole time. Teresa,
Coming at me.
I don't know.
Never mind.
Go ahead, Ryan. Say it.
Nah, when it gets that predictable, it's just not fucking worth it.
Okay. Man,
Anything else we should talk about related to our channel or content?
All right, now let's do our normal intro. Sorry, guys. We'll start with Mr. Ryan Meir. What did you do this past week, man? How did your week go on your channel with your reactions and stuff?
I don't know. I spent most of my time focused on booking air travel and finding out who's going where, places to stay. First certain thing we'll probably talk about here in a minute.
Yep.
As far as videos, I can't remember. Honestly. Looked up some. I started to dig into my Patreon requests to get to those, and I did like several of them. I couldn't tell you right now what they were.
Anything
So
stand
that's
out
awesome.
that you loved, or
No. You know what? I'm going to look at what I did, and I will get back to you.
all right?
Somebody else say something,
Wait,
and I will have
next.
information.
Go ahead, Wave. Now you can talk about the medallion. Go for it.
oh, okay. Well, I don't know. Rosie can talk about the medallion. But this week I got deeper into Gotcharic Spin. And
How do you pronounce that?
Gotcharic Spin?
I always thought it was
I don't know how.
Kacharic, but I will
Oh, is
I will
that?
smooth it out to you. I don't know, man.
Gackrick.
Like
I
I
just
say
said
every
Gackrick.
wrong, so let's go with yours.
I think I said Gackrick Spin or Garrick Spin. I don't know what the fuck I said.
Gotcha pin. What the familiars call
Well,
it.
let's just
I
go
guess.
with GS. I'm happy with
GS. Anyway, yeah, that was a blast. I'm excited to get to know them more. Like, Hannah's really cool. Plays drums and guitar and what is that thing called? The crap. People told me last night.
A wind instrument?
Yeah, but it's like an electronic one.
How drunk
Wow.
were you, Wave? How drunk were you last
A Japanese instrument?
I don't think it's Japanese. Oh, aerophone. Thank you, Teresa and Jonas.
With the melodica.
No,
What are you talking about?
It wasn't melodica with like the keys. It was like a flute. It's called an
Oh, okay.
aerophone.
Hey,
Aerophone,
Wave,
cool.
can you turn on your input? Because every time you go close to the mic, it like clips really bad. Sorry.
Is that better?
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah, because when you lean down,
that's
it's
good.
like, my ear, as I scream. Sorry.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going
I
straight
have a-
into Zoom instead of through my regular processing.
Oh, that's why it's so different.
it's like-
yeah, I
I do
put a
stuff
compressor on my voice so it keeps it even.
Y'all have the ball. Y'all have balls
What?
just messing with your settings in general, man. Like I don't even want to adjust anything because I'm scared it'll never sound right again.
I think I
the
vote
same.
for Wave not to touch settings anymore. Who's down with
Rosie,
that?
could you make sure he leaves his freaking mic alone?
Rosie, go grab his hands.
No, this is
Tie them together.
this
Rosie,
is
can
what
you-
happens because my mix was perfect for my live stream last night, and then now I
Was
just
it?
turned it down. So it's gonna be my next reaction I film. I'm gonna rewatch it, and I won't be able to hear anything I said because my mic is gonna be way quieter now,
Well,
and
don't
the music's
talk
gonna
over
drown
the
everything out.
song. Just pause it.
But hey, Lord Vorador just said that he didn't get a notification.
Oh man.
Did anybody else in the chat get a notification?
So we fucked up, guys. You didn't get a notification because we didn't schedule the stream ahead of time. It literally was
okay.
posted. I normally put it up like a
I'm gonna
week in
post.
advance.
I'm gonna post it on my
fucked up.
Twitter right now.
So-
We might wanna.
If you're in the Discords or any of our Discords, I think they all get notified when we go live. So I know in Wave,
Oh,
Wave
sweet.
and I have a Discord, and we notify you guys when we go live.
All right, I'm just gonna throw up a couple mentions. Can you guys hear this
What?
door closing over and over again? I gotta go yell at my roommates. I'll be right back.
All right, yeah,
That wasn't an issue.
guys, and also
See ya.
he just wanted to
Hey,
yell.
motherfuckers.
There's so much light back there.
He just wanted to yell. That's all he really wanted to do. He just wanted to go yell.
He's got
He knew
he's
it
got
was-
to readjust to being back up north.
Yeah. If you guys want to check it out, check out our Patreon. You can hear about Champ being an asshole, and we give him shit this morning before Ryan joined the chat. Ryan was late for that part of the conversation, but
Oh, sweet. Yellow
Well,
Clip.
shout out to Oran. He notified everybody on the Discord
Yes.
when we went live.
That's what I was just gonna say. Also, I wanted to tease because I should probably look at the messages so I know what I'm actually talking about. Okay. I'm working on a new BAND-MAID drum cover, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pull it off, but it's going to be exclusively released in a future episode of the Nippon manga, like before it's released on my channel or anything. So
Cool.
just teasing that. Is
What
Orange
is it?
here?
yeah, he's here.
He's there.
Okay. I guess people who are on this live stream can know.
Guys,
But then it's going to be even more embarrassing if I can't pull it off. No,
This is why I never play guitar on stream.
All right, let's get back on track. So go ahead, Wade, finish what you're saying. Because now these are being released as podcasts, which they don't have visual, guys. So just keep that in mind. So we'll read the comments, but we're going to kind of designate it for certain sections. So it's easier for me to edit. Otherwise, I have to edit a 2-hour video. Not fun. So forgive us, guys, if we don't respond to comments right away. Of course, if it's a super chat, we'll fucking say it right away, which we don't even have super chats. Never mind. I'm stupid. But we'll try to look at the chat as much as possible and bring it up. And whenever we see a question, as long as we read it out, that would be great. So people that are listening in their car on Spotify, Google, and all that stuff, they're not confused when we're just like responding to questions without any context.
Right. So
Yeah.
anyway, prepare to I don't know. It might be embarrassing. I'm going to make a drum cover of No God. It might turn out total crap, but I'm going to put it out anyway.
No, it won't.
Why do you think it's gonna turn out like crap?
Because Akane is freaking insane on the
Oh,
double
that's
kick on that song. It's just
Yeah, just don't do it. No, man, you've covered their stuff.
Ryan just flips like that. He was like, dude, don't feel bad about yourself. Also, just don't do it. Just
Anyway, yeah,
Got
it
it.
might be a total train wreck, but I'm gonna try.
Well, good
All
for you,
right.
man. I love to hear it.
Thank you.
I'm looking
No,
forward to
I
it.
can't wait. I want to hear more BAND-MAID covers from people that are actually good at their instruments and stuff like that. So bring it on, baby.
What are you saying? Is there other ones
Fingers
that
crossed.
aren't as good as their instruments that release some
I feel
covers?
it. I feel attacked.
I know.
Have you guys seen some of the covers on YouTube?
Ryan's like,
guys-
I feel attacked.
Not you, Rob.
Just
Ryan,
assumes
you're-
he's talking about you.
What are you saying?
Is this the most insecure bunch of men on YouTube that I'm working with here, guys? I'm gonna just assume I'm just shitting all over you all the time. I promise. I'm not talking about you guys. Y'all are better instrumentalists than I could ever hope to be.
Sounds like sarcasm. What the fuck is going on here, champ?
Champ's a secret guitar god. He just turns it off every time we go on stream.
Y'all want to see how secret of a guitar god I am right here? This is the current guitar that I've been playing. It is a first act.
Nice.
You like that? You like that? That's how good I
I
am.
do like that.
Is there a pickup on that thing?
Yeah, there's one humbucker at the bridge.
Oh, I
Motley,
didn't see it.
Motley.
It's like a
20
Tom
honestly-
DeLonge custom.
Like it worked. No, it's not even a Fender. Come on, give me a break, bro.
Why the fuck does that guy need a custom guitar? Sorry. Way up there. What are we talking about? Japanese music?
You know how many arguments I've had with people over the quality of Blink-182's instrumentalists, though? That's a debate we could go into.
You mean how
But
Travis
it's
is
not a
way
very
too good to
guitar.
be in Blink?
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right, guys. So back to what we're talking about. We do have a comment for you, Wave, by Motley 22 Crew. He said, "Just play it in half time and then speed it up afterwards."
In production, just double time it.
Yeah, and then I could feel terrible about myself.
It's okay. We're insecure here. We're insecure guys here, right? Like, it's fine.
That is.
Don't worry, Champ.
Play it with one pedal.
Champ will make you feel better. Oh my god.
Yeah, all you got to do is ask me to play guitar on the track, and you will automatically come across as the best on the track. So, I can help you out with that.
Well, if you're offering, I guess.
I'll
Champ,
take you up on that.
Champ, what have you been up to this past week? I know you were on a little vacation.
I was. So I got back on late Monday night, and I was. If you guys watch my videos, you know I've been in several locations, like in 4 different locations over the last month, and I finally got back home yesterday. We're back at the abode where I can record and edit and stuff like that once again. So obviously I haven't gone down many new roads when it comes to music in recent memory, especially not this last week since I was out of state. But I am back again tomorrow for reals. I got a live stream coming up where I'm going to do a bunch of new tracks. I got Maximum the Hormone. I've got here, let me give you the full lineup here. I got Maximum the Hormone, Nemophyla, BAND-MAID Tour, Kleppo's new song, and
Nemophyla and Kleppo.
Yeah, Nemophyla and Kleppo and Unlucky Morpheus.
That's the first.
And probably hold on, I'm still reading, guys. Give me a second.
Sorry.
Rolling Q Arts by a cover of a band called Dream Kahir. Oh, that's Dreamcatcher.
I'm sorry. I couldn't listen.
So,
I didn't catch any of that. Can you read that all again, please?
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, thank
you.
you.
So it's a Nemophylae, and okay, yeah, but there's a bunch of good bands, a bunch of good bands.
Reading interpretations by Champ Media.
Somebody tell me. Yeah. Somebody tell me how to pronounce all of these, please.
No,
Here,
I think
no.
Hold on. No, you pronounced them perfectly. Don't change you. Keep it going.
Wait, here. Somebody pronounce this for me, though. The band Maiko. Is that how you say it? The band Maiko song.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
That I'm doing is the YOLO version, spelled YOLOSIOSU. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's say it. We're just gonna spell it out from now on. Yolosioso? Yolosioso?
Let's spell out all the names that we go through.
No.
Right. That's the only way that we can not sound like Gaijins, by spelling them out.
That's true. Yeah. That's very true. Hey,
we're supposed to mess this up, guys. Come on, this is the gimmick.
Well, back, Ryan. Did you? Well, first of all, Champ. What is that? It? Did you finish? Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, those are the 5 songs.
Ryan's face. Ryan's just waiting to say.
There it is again. Damn it. I missed it. I started talking like it was real stuff.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with us today, guys? We can't stop fucking get to a conversation.
Oh. I am not finished, okay? I am still working on this, okay? And I've got those are the 5 songs I'm gonna be checking out on the live stream tomorrow. If you guys want to, if you're interested, come join me. And outside of that, I'm just gonna get back to like normalcy. You know what I mean? Like start actually recording videos on an everyday basis again and chopping those bad boys up and putting them up there. So, because I've just been doing for the last month, it's been impossible for me to edit because of my setup. So I've done the bare minimum, really just on Patreon stuff that like, you know, these people are paying for it, so I don't want to let them down. So I make sure that I just record on OBS and pop it on there. But man, I got to get back to so much. I feel like I've missed so much in the last month. You know, like you guys have talked about that stuff. Like you've heard the new Kleppo track, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
You guys talked about it last week, right?
You heard Krupo.
And Axe Japan's guitar cover of it. It's pretty sweet.
So I got to hear all this stuff. So I'm pretty hyped. I'm just happy to be home and actually get back to the nitty gritty of listening to music. I haven't heard new music in like, weeks. So I'm in. Let's go.
Dude, no wonder you're feeling inspired.
I am. It's true.
Long enough time to just to get the itch back.
Yeah, it gives you that craving. Like sometimes you stay away from something just for a few weeks and you go, damn, I need it. I was telling these guys, I'm talking about the stream now. I was telling these guys that I went to Guitar Center for the first time in God knows how long, just before the stream started, just because I was getting the craving, the itch, the urge to make new music, you know? So like, I almost walked out of there with every guitar that they had, but
apparently you weren't itchy enough because you didn't come home with a guitar, you know?
I didn't,
Right.
but I did leave a guitar there so I could come home with it tomorrow. That's something, right?
Ooh,
Okay.
That's something. Yeah. There we go.
responsible decisions.
Yeah. Instead of buying 5 new guitars, I took an old guitar that should still work and just got them to fix it up for me. What about you, Alan? What's your week been like?
You should have bought 5 guitars. I think
you
that
got
was the
money.
move.
You got the money to wire me.
You don't need money. You do what I do. You just rack up the debts and pray.
Yes. And this is how you have crippling anxiety for the rest of your time. I cannot do that.
This is
man.
why I'm so stressed.
I don't have the.
You're right.
Yeah, I don't have that sort of like. If I knew I had to pay for it, like right now, I owe no money to anybody, but I also have no money.
Oh, it
So
sucks.
it's like,
It sucks.
I'd
I'm
prefer
dying
that.
inside. I'm dying, but I deal with it. I'm just fucking with you, man.
Death is just one of those things you got to deal with. It's all
You just
good,
gotta
man.
deal with it. You're like, fuck it. You only live once. Let me borrow all the non-existing money that isn't actually real.
YOLO
and buy
Cioso.
shit.
All right, Alan. What about you, man? What about this week for you?
This so I took the advice of you guys, I took it easy this week. Took it easy, I didn't really do much. I put up the Clupo reaction. I did the Mosh reaction. It's not up yet. It'll be up soon. But kind of just being more relaxed with the channel and stuff and just doing shit when I feel like doing shit. I put up a cover. So that was cool. I did that. I wasn't going to put it up. Ryan made me do it. He said if you don't post it,
Oh, yeah.
he was going to leave the podcast, so I had to do it. I had no choice.
Yep. Fucking out of here. I found the list of stuff I did. Keep on. Go on. Sorry.
And then,
There it is.
actually, last night I had a really fucking good time because I had the drummer from the band finally convince him to come on to the channel and show himself. He's a very, very shy person. And he decided to say fuck it, and he came on. And I got to show him BAND-MAID. And, I'm an asshole and expected him not to like it. I don't know why. I really had low expectations for him to like
Man,
it.
I'm sure he'll be back tomorrow.
And he fucking loved it. So that was exciting.
Awesome.
That was really and it was really cool just to talk with another person, about BAND-MAID, like how we do, or just about any of your favorite bands, right? It's just a great feeling. So we fucking had a blast, guys. We had so much fun that we didn't even finish the album review. It was like 3 hours, and we only listened to like 7 songs.
That's awesome.
I think we might have like beat every pause record possible. I think we played some of the solos like 8 times in a row. It was
Nice.
fucking ridiculous. Like it was a good time. I was like, wow, this is like, it was a blast, and we just had a good time doing it. Yeah, Teresa said in the chat, 3 hours long was our stream last night, and we did 8 songs. Oh, we did 8
Dang.
songs. That's impressive. I'm impressed that we got that many songs done.
Wow.
And I gotta say, I did not have high expectations for World Domination album, because I'm so in love with Unseen World, and I know I should. But I didn't. I didn't have really high expectations. I'm like, oh, it'll probably be pretty good, because the other albums were good, but not my favorite. They were good, but World Domination, I was saying on the stream, I was like, wow, this is no joke. I mean, there's straight up metal riffs too in that album. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's like I'm like, what the fuck? Did I just, like, we were freaking out about it. Frank and I on the stream were just like, they just, what did that just happen? Like a hard rock tone, and they're doing these triplets and stuff, and like doing like stuff you'd classically hear in a heavy metal band, like you hear in like death metal band and stuff like that. So to me,
Yeah, there's a couple tracks on there.
It was
like
shocking.
Clang, and Clang is definitely one of them. I feel like it's got a real metal tone to it.
It was shockingly better than I expected, almost to the point where I'm like, it's a contender with Unseen World.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude.
That's how
I love that album.
I
It's
guess
so
that's,
good.
I guess that's what I really mean. That's what I really meant. I wasn't expecting it to be to the equal love I have for that album. That's what I wasn't expecting.
Right.
Yeah,
It's like
I hear ya.
how can Password compare to Unseen World kind of thing?
Yeah, because they've grown and experienced things and have, as a band, you get better and better as you're going.
Yeah.
Unless you change your music entirely and sell out. I'm not going to mention any bands, but like generally speaking, that's what happens. You get better as a band the longer you're together. So I heard Unseen World before I heard any of their other albums. Also, I felt exactly the same as you, Alan. But
Yeah, how could it be this good? If you really love Unseen World and that's the first thing you heard, like how could it be this good?
Yeah,
And you go back, you're like, Jesus Christ, they were that good then, just doing it different. Then you go to fucking Conqueror, it's like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, it's like, why are
That's
all their
nice.
albums good? Like, what the fuck?
That's the thing with them.
Yeah, even when they didn't write it, the way they performed it was it was still Band-Maid.
Yeah.
I'm just
My
going to say
favorite-
this. I think they're really talented.
Oh, shit. You're
Really?
I don't know, man. That's
You
controversial.
heard it here first.
It's a controversial statement. The Rockin' Me, I think, is the most underrated track on the album. Did you get to that, Alan?
Yes.
I only got to the first 8 songs.
Well,
I'm
that's
not-
Yeah, that's number 7, yeah.
Okay, I'm really bad with titles, and I can't remember it. But I was
all right,
telling
me too.
someone this morning I'm probably gonna go back on and just listen to the album again from the start, like the actual album, because we were playing like
You'll
live,
make it to track 9.
we were doing like live performances and stuff like that, and I was like, I was talking to one of the people following the channel or whatnot. And he was like, hey, man, you always mention you like listening to the albums through and through. I'm like, don't try to pick a bunch of different versions. Just do that fucking album like you were doing.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I'm going to do.
good.
Because I like the album. I know a lot of people are like, oh, live this, live that. I'm like, I like the production behind everything. I like hearing the...
Yeah.
Because it's not just Band-Maid, Like, there's hidden members in that band that make that full sound come to fruition, and I love hearing that entire element also. I think that's why people like live, because it's more like the raw and there's no other people involved. Not saying there's no one involved, but it's more like on the spot involvement, where the album is like an orchestration between multiple people,
Daydreaming's like that for me. I love the album version of Daydreaming is so freaking perfect and beautiful. The live is also just amazing too, but there's just elements in the studio version that aren't in the live. So it's almost like
different experience.
it's just two different likes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like them for different
amazing,
reasons, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, and this is why, a lot of people, especially that listen to the kind of music that we listen to, as a whole, like, rock and metal and stuff like that. It's hard to get some of us to appreciate the production elements afterwards. A lot of people, like you said, Alan, really just want to hear the live because that's the most raw version and that's what they're basing how talented is this band. But I agree with you where it's like, it's not the 4 people or 5 people that you see on stage doesn't necessarily make up the entirety of the band.
Oh yeah.
There are other members, that unseen members that we that we don't even know their names of most of the time, but they deserve so much respect too for structuring the shit out.
Yep.
I honestly, sometimes I hate that we don't hear about that. And it's one of the reasons that, and I always relate this back to K-pop, where it's like, I appreciate it so much because so many of the people that are creating that music are behind the scenes, you don't know who's writing that music most of the time.
Like, I 100% know for sure I'm going to get shit on my new Dimash reaction because I honed in so much on the music because, bro, I tried to break it down. It was so complex. Like, I was trying to improv and you can't.
What track?
It's called War and Peace. And Dimash was great. Like, the vocals were good, but he's always great, right? Like, so it's like, he's always great. And then but the music just really stood out structure-wise. Like, it sounds like one cohesive...
I get you totally.
It was one cohesive piece, but then when you go to improv over it, you're changing through multiple keys. But when you listen to the song, you couldn't tell there was key changes. And that is really impressive. Not a lot of people can do that. So I went off about the music, and I know people are going to be like, but what about Dimash? He didn't mention his vocals. I'm like, guys... the fucking masterpiece behind the fucking musical writing of that song was just phenomenal. Like I find it so fascinating when bands can change keys without you knowing. And especially when you're a musician yourself and you know when there's key changes. For the most part, even if you don't read music, you still know. Oh, that was a change. No, bro, this song was like, what?
So smooth.
There was changes? like
the people writing it used actual music theory instead of just hearing it out.
They use music theory correctly. You know, there's a couple BAND-MAID songs too like that. I can't remember which one it was that I was improvising over. I'm like, oh, wait a second. There's 2 scales in this. Gimme Chocolate by Baby Metal. I've been breaking that song down because this is how I'm doing my YouTube channel now, where I do this new series. I'm ripping off Rick Beato, but I'm doing what makes a song great, but I'm doing Japanese music exclusively. Like what makes Gimme Chocolate by Baby Metal great, but I'm breaking it down hardcore breaking it down, like to the actual lick. So it does take a little time to make these videos, but it's so much fun to break down.
Very cool.
And Gimme Chocolate is such a great song. Like when we hear it on the surface, but holy fuck, there's chromatic scales. There's a lot of chromaticism in the actual vocal melodies over like the minor chord structures that they're doing in the song. And it was fucking fascinating. I was like, wow, I like Gimme Chocolate already, but now I fucking really love it after breaking it down.
I'm actually a little surprised about that, to tell you the truth. And no hate to the song or Baby Metal.
That one melody, like that one melody was like, that's all major, but the right there, they're following a chromatic line. It's just 3 notes next to each other. So when it goes and that's what they're doing. But since they have that little melody in the middle with the major, we're like that's all chromatic. I was like, what? Like for me, I was like, what happened? To me, I'm a nerd. I'm a nerd with that stuff. So like, I'm just like, I had to like sit there and I was teaching it to a student on my lesson. I was just like, but yeah, I got sucked in. But anyways, hey,
I hear you.
Ryan,
That's
I'm
really
talking
cool,
about
man.
Japanese music. All right.
No, and when you hear that
my
stuff,
week.
that like
That was
I
my
feel like. Dude, as a musician, like I feel like when you hear stuff that you don't pick up, like when you aren't analyzing it completely, it's like finding the secret hidden gem, which like just enhances the experience of listening to it in the future so much after that. Especially you, like I know that you're already a big Baby Metal fan, you know, so it's like to find
hear something more in it.
On that song, which is like I would say. Again, like no offense to the fans or anything like that, I would personally say that like out of the Baby Metal songs, it's probably one of the ones that I would think is the most quote unquote basic, right? But like you're making me rethink that now. Like maybe I got to go back and listen to each of these individual notes.
I can't wait to release the video. I'm really excited. I really am. Like I said, I'm not used to doing scripted stuff. When I say scripted, it's not scripted, but it's more. Okay, let me make sure I'm understanding this right and proper and like get all my ducks in a line. So it's not just 20 minutes of me. You guys can watch me do that on Twitch instead. You know?
Nice.
Yeah. But that's just I'm just making sure that I want to catch all the craziness that's happening on the Baby Metal songs and other songs too. There's a BAND-MAID song. I was thinking about breaking down even more in detail, which is HGK, that has these little nuances of like Japanese traditional music inside of Psyche's vocals, and it's an actual Japanese scale that she's singing on over what we would hear as Western regular rock, which I never noticed before. And I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, and what I'm doing is I'm just playing what they're singing on guitar, and that's how I'm kind of figuring it out. So
nice.
So it's pretty cool. Fascinating stuff. Anyways, that's what I've been working on. That's what I've been doing all week pretty much. Like doing
that's
stuff
cool,
like
man.
that.
I'm intrigued by that stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the reception is like, or like how much of the audience wants to hear like, you know, like full ass breakdowns, but I'd love to be doing that too, you know, where you just like sit there and like, because a lot of the time I'll be doing a reaction to a song that I really like. and I'll talk for like 5 minutes about one section, and then it moves to the next section.
Yeah.
And like 10 seconds later, I want to stop it and talk for another 10 minutes. But I'm like, I just did this. Like, I know people don't want this out of it. I'm trying to keep it to like 12-minute video, you know what I mean? But like, having that X amount of time to just go down and break it completely down, I'd watch it. I'd watch you do that.
Yeah. I think like it's just something that I don't think a lot of people are doing either. Like, yeah, everyone's breaking down the main songs and stuff like that. And, you know, still, like I said, I'm totally ripping off Rick Beato, and I love that series that he does. It's one of my favorite things to watch. I've learned so much from it. But I was like, man, let me do songs that nobody's doing, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And just, because like you said, a lot of people don't think, like, they're like, oh, I like that song, but guys, this is why it's really amazing. Like, I think Rick Beato did a Blink-182 song, and you just mentioned that earlier, which I was laughing because he breaks down one of their songs, and I'm like, yes, that is all in there. All those keyboards and synths that nobody hears, and they're wondering why it sounds like this big full sound is fascinating to me. Like, how you
know what track it was?
I think it was All the Small Things. I think it was that one. But
okay, I mean, listen, if somebody can make me feel like All the Small Things is actually a good song, I will give
I'm with you there, dude.
I will give them an award. I will give them a cookie. I will give them a kiss on the mouth if that's what they want, because there's not
Tom DeLonge's voice.
Listen, so I'm not with Ryan on this one. All right, I'm a big Blink-182 fan.
I like Angels and Airwaves.
But
their early music.
But All the Small Things is one of those songs where I'm just like, dude, like, what were you guys doing? Na 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 na.
It's better than you think.
Melody is that?
I
want to hear this now. Like, I'm looking it up right now.
See, even if I get told what makes it really good, I'm still not going to like that fucking song. There's a lot of complicated things that just aren't good to my ear. You know what I mean? But I can definitely appreciate the musicianship. And if his voice is on it, dude, out of here.
Yeah.
I can't stand his voice.
I can't remember his name. What's his name? The bassist?
Mark Hoppus.
Mark Hoppus.
I like his voice.
I love his voice.
The one song he did, I really like.
Like,
they actually split in half their duties.
Yeah, they really do.
So it's like, but the problem is for people that don't really listen to their albums, a lot of the Tom sang songs get like onto the radio much more, I guess, because he's got more of a unique sound to his voice. So people know those songs a lot more, like All the Small Things.
Like off the Damn It album. But anyways, we're digressing here. But Ryan, go ahead and tell us what you say. You looked up the list and you found the list. My bad.
I did some videos for Sim. I did one for Sim for a song called Lion's Den, which is from about 2014, I think. It's for wrestling. I think Tokyo Wrestling, like a hype song or something like that. It was very cool, like new metal. It's all in English.
For New Japan Wrestling? Was it for NJPW? Do you remember?
I don't know exactly.
Maybe
what it
DDT
was.
Wrestling? You want me to name all of the wrestling?
No, I don't, because I don't know. But the song was really cool. I really liked it. The Pillows, One Life, I did a video for them. And I'm going to do a video where I compare the original version of the song Honey by Muck with BAND-MAID's version of the song Honey, they're both really cool versions. I love BAND-MAID's version of it, which I heard first. So I went, and everybody's like, oh, it's like that's how you do a cover, you do it better. Then I went to listen to the original one. I'm like, the original song's actually really freaking good.
Yeah, it is.
Like, I want to go listen to more of that band. And and then I did another part of the Blu-ray, the Line Cube Shibuya World Domination Tour. So that's going up on Patreon.
Nice.
Yes.
It's
funny though, because it's apparent that Attack on Titan was a big, because my reaction to the song Rumbling is like 30,000 views now after a couple weeks, and The Lion's Den is just not very much. So definitely the tie-in to Attack on Titan has really helped him.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I unfortunately end up losing my damn recording of when I did a reaction to the original, like the shortened one.
Oh
I
yeah.
think we did, right? And then I lost that shit. But I saw that they just came out with like the full music video also, like a couple days ago. So I think I'm gonna just check out that version.
Nice.
This is
Post that
different
bad boy.
than a new video for the whole song. Rumbling.
It's a video for the whole song, but I think they also released the whole song earlier. I can't remember which version I listened to. There was like a minute and 40-second version, and I think there was like a 3-minute version. That's the one that you guys checked out, I believe. And I had accidentally recorded the minute and 40 version, if I remember correctly. I don't know. Either way, my files were corrupted and disappeared, so they're gone. But I'm gonna do the one with the music video at least.
That sucks, man.
That
I'm sorry to hear that.
sucks.
It happens to the best of us, right?
Yeah.
It's all good.
Ryan, can you turn down your input just a little bit? Just a little bit. It's coming in hot.
Yeah. Is that better?
Yeah. You're not clipping anymore. All right, cool. That's much better. Or did you even change anything, or just talk lower?
Yeah, I did the old sound guy check.
Yeah.
Sound guy trick. Oh, is this better?
Yeah.
No, I turned my input down.
No.
Now all of our sound is going to be messed up the rest of the week.
And then Wave starts clipping. God damn it, Wave. That's kidding.
Am I too close?
You're clipping too now.
God damn it.
How's this?
No, that's way too low.
Stand back here and yell.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. We'll make sure we get the sound check going better before
Yeah,
we
yeah,
start.
yeah.
But there you go. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
All
When
right.
it hits the red, it's hard for me to master the audio later. But what was I gonna say?
I'll have to run through
Let's
through
talk.
a limiter.
We'll make
next
sure
time.
we do sound check next time. I'm sorry, guys. That's my fault. But I finally got this. By the way, back to the BAND-MAID topic. Finally got it.
Ooh, nice.
Finally got it. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I completely forgot that it came with a CD, so I'm really excited that I have the whole instrumental CD now. So, what is that?
Doodling. I'm doodling as Batman.
Oh,
Told you I draw Batman all the time.
Nice.
Just random shit. Go ahead and continue. Sorry.
so we want
What do
to
you
talk
think of that book?
I was, like I said, I didn't expect like all the pictures and stuff. Like they have all the high quality photos in there and all the just I was honestly I was expecting it to be like my Baby Metal one, which was smaller. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere behind me. But I have a scorebook for Baby Metal also, but it's a little bit smaller than this one. So I wasn't expecting like a huge book. Like this is a fucking
Right.
book. I was like, all right. It also made the money more worth it. But as you guys heard, one of the pages are not correct, and you have to go download the PDF. That's kind of annoying. Not happy with that, but it is what it is. So, but yeah, I really love all the photos.
Can we see?
that
Can you
there.
can you show the inside real quick?
It's a
I wanna see what it looks
collectible
like.
now.
Yeah, it's like that's what I said on stream yesterday. It's like a collectible. But yeah, so it has like full pictures in there,
Nice.
and then it has like, I guess the interview, right, Ryan? Is that what it is? I haven't had a chance to really go through it.
No,
through
like,
it, but-
yeah, interviews with the band members and with studio staff, stage staff from the live shows. It's awesome because that's stuff that, like we were talking about earlier, that Champ was saying. There's so much behind the scenes stuff that the band wouldn't tell you that they could do it by themselves. They can't do it without this crew. And
Yeah.
it's if you ever there's so much stuff on YouTube now. If you can find a band you like, you can find. I stumbled upon the 311 thing where they have a tour going on and they just have stuff about getting ready for the tour. And I had no idea they're still doing these huge shows, but there's so much staff going on. You see what these guys keep in their mind just to get this band to the stage. And there's warehouses full of material. They have to load and set up, tear down, get to a stage and all that shit. And it's essential to the band's success. So having those interviews with those people in this book is it's awesome for the band to include it because they didn't have to, but they got the respect for them. So they want the fans to know how important they are.
Yep.
Right. Even like with, and I'm sure we're going to talk about this more on the stream, but with the tour booking, with the shows selling out and upgrading venues and stuff,
Yeah.
like it's so much behind the scenes work that goes into just the logistics of that, changing the plans completely and stuff.
Talking about the
But it's-
show, I'm pretty excited for BAND-MAID, the fact that they're selling out like crazy, because I don't know if that was happening the last time they came here, but it sure is now. That's for sure, and that's a really good sign when you hear that that they have to upgrade the venues to get more people in. So that's really cool. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's some scalping bullshit going on too. So some of those tickets are
Oh yeah, there's that
bought up
too.
by assholes. They're just trying to make money off of it. But
Yeah, it's always gonna happen.
I'm willing to bet that they're going to be full of a bunch of crazy freaking maniacs. We'll
Hey,
be there.
Yeah,
I'm sure. I hope so.
I'm gonna be going to the Texas show and going to the Aftershock ones. Are you guys going? Or I'm sure you guys are, but which dates are you guys going to?
Shit's getting pretty crazy, dude. I was hoping I could get to one, and they announced it, and I told my wife about it, and she's like, "Well, how about we go to LA?" I'm like, "Seriously?" So I have two friends of the Discord out there, and one guy said a while ago, he's like, "If you come out to LA, I got your ticket covered." And he popped up, he's like, "Hey, I told you if you'd come out here, I'd have your ticket." I'm like, "Fucking sweet."
Nice.
Another guy's like, "I told you if you came out here, you'd have a place to stay." I'm like, "Sweet." So going to LA, and then I'm also going to DC and Philly and New York City and Boston.
Dang.
So it's gonna be fucking
Nice.
crazy.
He's a true fan right here.
Yeah.
So you and Rich are both going to be at Philly?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hell yeah, baby! I needed Ryan to show up, man, because like everybody apparently wants to live on the West Coast nowadays. So like nobody was interested in going to Philly. Like the people that are
It's
going
still-
like East Coast. So wave, you're going to Boston, right?
Yeah, Boston and Seattle.
Yeah, man. Like people are going. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll make the ride out to Boston. And I was like,
I
4.5 hours. No,
I
forget it.
want to go to Boston so bad. I really do. Because my whole family's up there in New York and stuff. So, like, fuck, I really wanted to go. But, yeah, money is, nope, not happening. So,
Hey, Philly crew in the chat. Love to hear it.
but,
Yeah.
I blew it all. That's why I should have listened to Ryan when he said, just wait for the dates to release. But I don't regret it because I'm going to Aftershock and I do want to see Crossfaith, like, a lot also. So, and then
Nice.
Nemophila. I'm just very... So I was like, to me, it just made sense. But somebody brought up a good point. Like the solo shows are going to be better because they're going to be playing longer, right? So,
Yeah.
So,
yeah. It's going to be the difference between like 30 minutes and an hour 45, right?
yeah.
I'm glad that like you're going to have a different experience than the rest of us though, because then we can hear about it from you. You know,
Yeah.
the Aftershock
Yeah, I mean,
thing.
Well,
all those other bands.
I was very fortunate, and shout out to Texan Reacts. He got me a ticket for I think his Houston show. So shout out to you, man.
Oh, nice.
Seriously, I really appreciate it, dude. So I do get to see one of the long concerts. So I appreciate that, man. If you're listening.
Good.
No,
Very
there's
nice.
stuff getting organized for after parties and it's gonna be crazy. I'm
It's
reminded
going to be a
of
big party.
visiting my brother in college, like when I'm in the mid 40s doing this shit. Like, how am I gonna get to home? Then I jokingly said, "Well, who's gonna bring me back to Indiana?" Because I had a way to get. I'm flying out to Baltimore and I have a friend who's gonna be Joe who's gonna be picking me up and getting me around where I need to go. And then it's like, "You're good." Then you find a way to Baltimore. Then I'm like, "Well, I need to get home." Then there's a guy like, "Oh, I'm driving back. I live like up by Michigan and Indiana." I'm like, "Well, I live up by Michigan and Indiana. Where the hell are you from?" And he's like a half hour away, and he's driving back. So
That's awesome.
I
man.
do have a ride home.
Ryan,
Nice.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Ryan just put out a message on Discord and everybody was like, "I'll ride with you, man. I'll buy you tickets, man. You want to come live at my house, homie?"
Like, these guys are crazy.
He just hitchhiking through the whole tour.
Ryan's literally touring. He's going on tour with BAND-MAID this fall.
Yes.
One show. I'm just going to Philly. I mean, I wish like I thought about going to New York City, you know, but honestly, I'm just too poor for this shit. Man,
Yeah,
like
same, man.
just buying 2 tickets for Philly alone was, you know,
Yeah.
too much.
Hey, it is what it is.
Too much,
At least,
but
at least you're
there
going
was
to
no way
one.
I was missing it, you know.
At least you're going
Yeah.
to one, though.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all.
Well,
that really
there was no
matters.
way I was gonna not go to one. You know, like
Yeah.
they're my favorite band. You know what I mean? Like, how often
Yeah.
are they gonna be over here? Like, I would sell a guitar to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
So,
Yeah.
I hear you.
but I'm
Yeah.
super excited. The thing that I'm most curious about for Ryan's experience, though, is going to be like how much are they going to switch up the set lists between
Right.
the different shows, right?
Yeah, if they
You're
do
going to like
what
5
they
different
do.
shows. That, yeah, dude. Like they could. I wonder like how closely it'll be because. With BAND-MAID, especially, like I've just looked up their set list before, and they always, for the most part, switch it up from show to show.
Yeah,
So I'm guessing you're going to get a lot of songs that I'm not going to get, for example.
Maybe, or if they don't, whatever. It'll be neat. And I was just worried about going, like making it to one, and then somebody's like, well, hey, I got you a ticket here, and I was like, it's a lot of time from family and everything's, and luckily my wife is awesome, and she's like, if you want to go, you should go, because it's not gonna happen very often. I'm like, you are the best wife ever.
Nice.
And then she's like, yeah, so I was just worried about being there and experiencing it. And then she's like, well, you're going to need a new camera. I'm like, fuck, I didn't even think about that, man. Because people are going to want to see, see what I'm doing and what's going on in between. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that.
That's the part I'm like torn
Yeah.
with about the blogging part. I'm like, I really don't want to blog it. A part of me doesn't want to, because I don't think I'll enjoy it as much if I'm sitting there worrying about filming. That's my only thing. I'm like, how am I going to enjoy this? Like, because I won't enjoy it if I'm sitting there filming. Like, cause I tried it with the Avatar concert, and it was cool, and I only did it for like a couple songs, and I think that might be the way I go about it. Just like one song or something like that.
Yeah.
I know people are
Just
gonna
like
be like, you should
15
do
seconds,
all of
like-
it, but I'm like, I don't think I want to do that. I don't like trying to remember to record. Like, I don't want to be like, fuck, I got to record right now. You know what I mean?
It's called.
I don't
It's
know.
called. You want to be immersed
I want to be immersed,
where you are, right? Like,
and that's
yeah.
a break. That's a break.
I
from
mean
it.
more about not. I'm not going to sit there and film the show. Fuck no. I'm going to watch it. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean more like, I'm going to be up with Champ, which I've met him in person before, and people are going to want to see that. Same with Wave, So it's just cool things that are going to happen. There's some fans of the band that have been, watching me, and I'm going to interact with them. So it's just, those are the aspects. It's like, all right, I need to kind of just get snippets here and there to interactions.
Nice.
But the shows, there's going to be enough people filming it. I'm not going to.
Yeah, I agree. And I'll tell you what, just for me and you, Ryan, we'll film before and after, and we'll just shut down our recording before. You know what I mean? Like, just get a couple minutes.
Yeah.
We'll have some beers. We'll record that. We'll record the beers.
Fuck.
That
Everybody
sounds
gets to see
good.
us
That
drink
sounds
beers.
good.
I should figure out how to get to Philly, guys. You got something.
I'm saying,
I know, me too.
man. It's going to be the most, like, for me personally, like, it's only like an hour and a half away, so it's like super accessible for me. And also, it's like, Philly, if you've ever been to the venue over there, it's great. So it's just like, it's easy to get in. It never gets too packed or too crowded.
Is Philly
That's
sold
perfect.
out?
I don't know. Philly's weird with their info. They haven't been like the other ones have, kind of where their tickets are at, and Philly's kind of like, whatever. Like, they're not posting shit. That's the other thing for me. I haven't been to any of these cities.
Cool.
So
that
how
alone,
many-
for me, being a fucking flatlander, it's gonna be like,
How many?
can't
How
see
many?
the horizon. What's going on?
Oh, there are still tickets available for Philly.
How many shows are you
aboard,
going to,
boys.
Ryan?
5.
Holy fuck. God
GA
damn.
is 67 now?
So the 5 you're going to is Philly. You said Indiana.
No, DC, Philly, New York City, and Boston, and LA.
Goddamn. Yeah.
Which makes me sound like a fucking jet setter, but believe me, I'm like freaking out about this shit inside. I don't know how it's gonna go because I don't do this shit.
Yeah, dude, NYC
feel ya.
and LA. I mean, these are the two most packed cities in the country.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I don't like
thought
going to South
I thought
Bend,
I was
which
going to
is
catch you in
not even a city.
California, but then I didn't. I realized that BAND-MAID's actually doing another show in California. I was like,
Right.
oh, so I'm not.
Yeah.
So at first I thought we were gonna link up, and I'm like, oh no, I'm doing the fucking aftershock or whatever it's called.
Right.
Oh.
It's gonna be crazy.
Well, either way, I'm super like amped about it, man. Like, this is the most excited I've been about a concert in, I don't know, 5 years probably. Like, I everything about it, and especially because it's like one of those bands, one of those few bands that I just know like all their music. You know what I mean? Like, you go to a
Yeah.
show and you only know 25% of a band's music. 75% of the show might be kind of boring. But like, dude, we all know all these songs. Like, it's gonna be entertaining the whole fucking 2 hours. I am amped for that.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever been this excited for a show.
Yeah, really. Like, I went to a couple of years ago before the pandemic started. I guess it was like late 2018. I went over to Dreamcatcher. We've talked about them on the podcast before. They're Korean, like half metal, half K-pop band. and I went to see them in Jersey, and I did record like a bunch of stuff while I was there. But I didn't record any of the actual songs. So like when I did my own vlog or whatever, and I posted a bunch of clips on Twitter. But it was like just the special things that they did. You know, they come out, they do a cover of something. So I'd film it for 20 seconds, post that 20-second clip. And like, I felt like as I just didn't want to record the songs that they wrote and were playing. You know what I mean? Like that feels a little disrespectful for me personally. Like I'd rather just, like you said, like just be immersed into the music, into the performance. But when it comes to those little things, you know, at the show that we go to, I'll be posting a bunch of short clips from stuff like that. You know, especially since Miku always does that. She loves to do that. What is it called? The Psyche Pee break, where she comes out and she does like her whole sketch.
I'm looking,
and I never know what they're. Dude, I wonder how they're going to do that in America. You know, where like, you know, realistically speaking, what percentage of them are going to speak Japanese that are in the audience, right? Are they going to do like a whole 15-minute Japanese sketch? Where probably not. I bet they like kind of do something a little bit different.
I was wondering. I think they've all been working on English like continually, and I know it's like, especially Konami. I know Miku has just. I mean, she's been researching probably the most anyway. But I think she knows that even though a lot, you know, if she's. I'm trying to say, I was watching the DVD, okay, and watching the Miku time, and I didn't understand a word of it, but she is so good at the way she talks and her facial expressions and just what she does that you kind of get what she's saying. I think so. So she throws in a little bit of English and then some banter with the rest of the band or whatever. It's just she's such an entertainer.
It almost
it's going to be freaking.
Doesn't
awesome.
matter.
Yeah,
it almost doesn't matter what like the concerts that I've seen from them, like when she's speaking in Japanese and there's no subtitles, I still watch the whole thing anyway. Like I feel like I'm getting a show regardless of my understanding of it or not.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. So
what else did you want
what's
to
up
talk
with you
about,
guys?
Wave, with the concert? You want to go more into it?
Well, I just wanted to say the only reason I'm going into Seattle is because someone actually offered to get our tickets. I wanted to say thanks for that. Uh-oh. Why is there feedback?
On already.
at the hour mark.
Was my voice recording or repeating?
No,
You're
we're
good.
We're good, man. Everything's
Just
good
for one
my
line,
end.
you're good.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, anyway, just like people are so cool. But now I really want to try to go to Philly. Like, it would be sweet if we could all meet up at one show.
Yeah,
It would. It's a shame that they're not doing anything like in the middle of the country, you know? Where
Yeah,
it's
it would have
like
been so much
everybody
easier.
can,
I'm still like holding out hope that they might extend the tour and come to the Midwest.
That'd be nuts.
yeah.
Like with the way everything's selling out.
I guess it's true. Like if they just keep selling tickets and they all go, why wouldn't they? Really? Right? Like if they can make more money and get more promotion out of adding a couple more cities, it's not unheard of a band to extend a tour like across seas or whatever. So there's definitely a chance. You know, I'm holding out hope for you, man. Because I'd love to see you guys like again. I don't only have to go to the Philly show. You know what I mean? Like I would try to go meet up like somewhere a little bit closer. I just wish it wasn't, you know, like I ain't going to Sacramento. You know,
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
it's too damn far.
Yeah,
Literally, I was looking this up the other day. I was like, okay, how far would it be if I decided to go to the LA show, right? Over here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
It would be 3 times as far as me flying to Spain.
What?
Wow.
I'm not going. Like, it would take me way less time to get to Europe than it would to get to fucking California.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
crazy.
taking I'm taking my wife and kid too to the show in California. So it's a family thing and they're both so it's gonna be awesome, man. I mean, that was like the one thing I'm like, I'm just gonna do this and we can go and it'll be a family thing, you know, and then everything else happened. So it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah. I bought 2 tickets also. I'm planning on taking my kid with me. I don't know how it's gonna go the moment that he's supposed to come, but I have 2 tickets just in case, no matter what. I was like I'm not. There's no way I'm just buying the one, right? You got to get 2.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, man, but I'm amped. I'm amped about this.
All right, let's go ahead and take our break real quick, and then we'll come right back, guys. And
Sweet.
we'll be right back.
All right.
Wow, I don't know what happened, guys. Sorry about that. The be right
What?
back thing didn't happen.
I see it.
I
did
swear
see
it was on there.
It was up until like
Well, I guess we're back.
20 seconds ago.
Say it again.
It was up there until like 20 seconds ago.
That's so weird, right? I don't know why I switched. Well, we're back.
It could feel you coming back, man.
Yeah, felt me coming back.
The universe, the gods, the Japanese metal gods could feel you coming back and having something that you needed to say.
Where are the other guys?
Wait, so the gods were wrong?
The gods were wrong. Sorry, I like those. The gods were wrong. I guess the gods were. Well, there's Wave.
Oh, hi. Are we back?
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes, man. That's what you said it for.
Oh,
I'm just fucking with you.
sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. No, it's because we while you were gone, I had set up the thing, and all of a sudden it just showed my desktop. So I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know why it stopped working.
Oh,
That was weird. So no, but the 2 minutes was also up. See, there it is. And then like for some reason that went away.
I should make a longer screen so it's like adaptable.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're no, it's not your fault. It was just weird that it stops displaying, and it went right to my display capture. So,
Oh, gotcha.
or whatnot. So any other news happening? We really we fell behind this week with setting up like news articles and stuff like that. I mean, the only thing I really saw, well, like on my end, is where they did the correction for the BAND-MAID book or whatnot, and they sent out the PDF page. So if you're finding that out now, make sure you go download that PDF page because they give you like, I guess since I ordered mine late, I got like a whole little notification set. They give you like a barcode to look it up or whatnot, they give you like one of those QR codes so you can get the other page or whatnot. And so yeah, it's really easy. You just take your phone, scan the QR code, and you get that other page. I was like, I wonder if I can get it like printed perfectly like the book and just like tape it in there.
Yeah, nice.
Why not?
Is there a page that's duplicated then?
Yeah, it's duplicated. It's the same one.
I haven't checked it.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it was. I started playing some of the stuff on guitar.
There's a page of Giovanni in the middle of Without Holding Back.
Oh, whoopsie.
Of course, it's on Giovanni.
Voice cutting every 2 seconds?
Voice is cutting every 2 seconds. Weird. I know why.
I need to go get a CD player so I can listen to the instrumental disc.
We're back on.
Yeah, that's my issue too. I don't even have a CD player in my computer, in my desktop.
Yeah, same.
Have you guys?
My car
Go ahead,
has
Alan.
a CD player, my Subaru, so I was pretty excited about that. I was like, you know what? I can listen to CDs still. That's the only reason why I don't want to like get rid of that car, because it has a CD player. I guess you could just put a CD player.
Dude, I get
car,
it, man. Like, it's kind of crazy when you think about how prominent they were when we were, I don't know, 10 years younger or whatever, where I literally don't have one. I can't believe it, but I don't own a CD player anymore. I feel a little bad about it, you know? Like, I kind of feel like I've betrayed my life in general. Like, it's at all times for us.
You got a tape player?
So technically I have like one of these old school, like these stacks, right? It's like 3 feet tall, and it's got an 8-track and a tape and a CD player all on it, which is kind of cool, but I never use it because it's like 50 pounds and
Just said you
way
didn't
too
have a CD
big.
player.
Well, it's at my parents' house. You want me to prove it? Let's go for a ride.
I need to pan your camera around. I think there's probably one just off camera.
I was about to say I had an old.
Got another racing seat. Can I have that?
Yeah, that's my old one, man. That looks pretty good though, right there. Hey, my guitar and my line 6 amp, high line 6 amp.
And toilet paper.
Yeah, always gotta have it. Gotta have it in every room I'm in.
I feel you on that. I also have toilet paper in every room I'm in. You never know.
When was the last time you bought paper towels? I don't know. I just use toilet paper for everything that needs to be.
Paper towels are a waste of money. Honestly, it's a waste.
I'm saying.
I don't know.
So I was actually doing a little bit of research yesterday, just trying to find any sort of new news. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to find news about Japanese rock scene over here.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's because there's just not that much going on right at this moment, or if it's because a lot of it is not translated and it's easier to find in the language that it's in. But when it comes to English, I struggle to find some stuff. But I did see one thing that I thought was pretty cool. I'd heard a singer. She's technically American. I think she was born in America, but she's like half Japanese and half Korean, I believe. And she's done a lot of music in Japanese. Her name is Sasami. Ever hear of her before?
Nope.
No. She did kind of like I don't know how you explain it, like alt pop rock sound or whatever. But just this last week, she came out with a new metal album for the first time. And I just am always enthralled by the idea of somebody that was doing more of a pop sound going into the metal genre, to see like what they can pull out of it, you know, because they're coming at it from such a different perspective than a lot of us would be coming at it. They're going from already trying to create something that's all about, you know, catchiness or whatever, the vibes. And then they get into a little bit more of an intricate technical area. And it's like, how is their perspective, their point of view going to change how they write that music versus somebody that came out already from like the technical point of view? You know what I mean? So I was just earlier today, I was just reading about it, and I just thought it was a really every time I hear somebody like Poppy, I talked about her before, go from the pop world into the metal world, it's like one of my favorite things to see, because it's like opening new doors. You know, so I'm definitely going to check this out. I'm not going to do any reactions to it or anything, but I'm going to listen to her new album just to see what it's all about.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think it's interesting that people are making new metal stuff.
Yeah, right. And they referred to it specifically as new metal too. Like, sometimes things sound like new metal, but you don't really put the label on it.
Yeah.
But she's like, no, I'm making a new metal album. And she specifically was like, I know it was big in the early aughts, like I know in the early 2000s.
She's making
that's when this was, but I really like that kind of music.
She's grabbing the people that are nostalgic to that scene though, back in the day. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is too.
Definitely.
Because you're gonna get all those people into it. You're like, oh, I want to see her discover new metal sound, or her interpretation of it.
It's true.
Sorry, I got it. If you think about it, when we were kids and it was in the 80s, and 20 years before that, it was the fucking 60s, man.
Yeah.
And that music was like way outside of anything we were hearing. And now, new metal was the same distance away from now as the 60s were to the 80s.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
Don't
oh my God.
Ryan, it is. So that music is fucking old,
talking.
dude. It's old.
Yo,
it's not even the 90s.
You could have stopped. You could have stopped. You didn't have to. You could have stopped at some point. You didn't have to go that far. I knew it was coming too. I was like, he's gonna fucking say it. He's gonna say it. Rich,
honestly,
we're old men
that
now.
agitates. What'd you say?
We're all old men now.
Yeah, trust me, I've been feeling it since I was 26. But I'll say this, man. Like, it kind of agitates me a little bit. All right, I'm gonna.
Sorry.
There's a little bit of a clown right now, I think. But I'm gonna say it. It agitates me a little bit that I remember being 2000. The year 2000, and me knowing all of the music from the 80s. Like, me and all my friends, we all knew the music from the 80s. And then I talked to like my son's friends and stuff like that. He's 14. It's not like he's a baby anymore, They don't know anything. They don't know anything that came out from like the last anything beyond 10 years ago. Just no interest in hearing it. And I look at that and I just go, dude, that's how music's gonna die. We
had like the radio.
We did, but didn't you seek it out too? Like
we heard a lot of things first on the radio. Now you don't even have to have a fucking radio or a CD player. You can listen to whatever.
True.
So there's so much more music. It's a weird thing. There's so much more availability that it kind of limits what you hear.
Yeah, because you're choosing specifically where you want to find it. Right?
You're not being. Yeah, it's a weird thing.
It's like
a good point.
If things could be more randomized, people would be more explorative, right? Yeah. But it's not, because oh shit, I found this thing I like. I know exactly where to find it. I can blah blah blah. So you don't really have to hear stuff that you wouldn't necessarily seek out in the first place, like we did. But it's still like, listen, like Billie Eilish gave an interview like 3 years ago or something like that, where she said she didn't know Led Zeppelin, and I was like, whoa, that hurts a little bit. Like that hurts me in my soul a little bit. She's one of the most famous musicians out there right now, and she doesn't know who Led Zeppelin is. Like, is that her whole generation?
If they keep blocking everybody that fucking reacts to their music, they'll fucking stay relevant.
There it is.
Jesus. Yep. Yeah. Go ahead, fuckers. Keep blocking stuff. Keep doing it. Taking it down. When people stop talking about you, and they don't know who you are, that's going to keep happening with certain bands. So certain bands,
that's a good point,
they're going to fade away. They're just going to fade away. We're going to forget about them. It's like the three composers that we know, the ones that come to mind, like Beethoven, all that stuff from those centuries, right? Or
someone will hear a Zeppelin song and be like, "Is that Greta Van Fleet?"
Yeah,
exactly.
The new album?
God. Oh, this is.
You know what? You're not wrong, though. I guarantee you, if I said.
The sad part is that it's not the musicians doing it; it's the people who, hold the rights to it.
Yeah.
Just the people trying to suck money out of the actual artists.
Yeah. Some artists.
I feel like it's such a short term. Go ahead.
I was saying artists that are dead and aren't making music anymore, that they made great music, are being stifled because their family wants to control everything, or not realize how they could get more from it.
Yeah,
and keep it alive.
Yeah, that reminds me of TLC. You guys remember TLC?
Hell yeah.
back from the
Don't
90s.
go chasing
Yeah.
on a phone.
Oh yeah.
That's the one. Don't sing too good, man. We're gonna get copyrighted. But
Shit, you're right.
we Lisa Left Eye Lopez, she died a long time ago, like 20 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And I went on some weird binge. You guys ever go on like a weird binge where you just go into research mode online and you're just
yeah.
I need to know all the information about this one story that I just,
Right.
whatever. I was trying to figure out why all of her rap parts had been taken out of all of the mainstream versions of the plays, right? And I was like, what the hell? It's the best parts of the song. And I went into this whole thing, and it's like, because after she died, there was a fallout between the family and the band, and the family just refuses to release her music, even though the fans have like done all kinds of protests and like blah 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 blah. They're like, no, and they keep saying stuff like, okay, the band were a bunch of assholes, blah blah blah. Right? There's two sides to every coin. So I'm just saying that family is actively keeping her parts of those songs away from the band so that we can't hear it. And I feel like that's just doing a disservice to everybody involved, including them, because now you're just stifling people from hearing this person that was part of your family that is no longer with us, and nobody can hear her music anymore. Like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
That's
Put
I
so
got
much
her
work
legacy.
into.
It's a legacy, it matters. And this is how we keep history alive when it comes to music. Music has to be recorded, it has to be documented, or else it fades into nothingness.
That's some
and keeping any sort of music away, it's almost like erasing or rewriting history. To me, that's like a little bit evil, just a little bit evil.
So I got some new stuff to talk about. Thank you, Mikoto, from our chat. He brought something to my attention I completely forgot about. I don't know if you guys have reacted to this band, X Japan. Which is like an OG band
actually.
from the 80s, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one.
Well, 80s, they went into the 90s. I believe that their last show with the full band was 99, I think, before the guitarist or bassist died. I don't remember which instrument he played.
And some of those members are still like relevant on TV shows, and they got their own stuff going on. I think I don't know.
They're big, man. I look at them as sort of what us in America would look at like Metallica. They're right. Big metal bands that got into the mainstream.
Super famous.
Yeah.
So
why do you ask?
X Japan is releasing their releases an award-winning documentary, We Are X, on Amazon Prime. So if you guys have Amazon Prime, it's up.
Oh, interesting.
In the U.S., I don't know if that's U.S. specific. I doubt it. I'm sure it's everywhere. But so yeah, they just released a documentary. I wonder. I'm pretty sure it's going to be in English, has English subtitles alongside it. But I'm gonna go check this out actually, because I love documentaries about music like this.
Yeah.
So starting February 25th, the award-winning rock documentary, which is awesome, that was won an award, is available on Amazon Prime. This documentary follows the story of X Japan, one of Japan's most influential rock bands, selling more than 30 million albums worldwide. X Japan continues to headline the world's biggest stages at home and abroad, from Coachella Music Festival — I didn't even realize they played Coachella — and London's Wembley Arena, and Japan's premier venue, Tokyo Dome, which X Japan sold out a record-breaking 18 times. 18 times they broke the record. That's
all right.
Crazy.
Dang.
So relevant to that, didn't BAND-MAID just do an interview with Yoshiki, I believe, and he was one of the guitarists from the band, or a singer or something. So, really? And that Visual K is like glam, basically, for Japan, yeah?
Yeah,
like the glam was for here. It's kind of what was going on over there.
That's what that's what I get from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's like rock royalty over there, and I'm pretty sure they did an interview on a show, right? Yes. I'm seeing yes in the chat. So that's pretty huge, because if he's taking interest in the band, that does nothing but help the music we love.
Yeah, that's which is awesome.
I just popped on the documentary for a second. By the way,
played drums and piano. Sorry.
We Are X.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Alan.
We Are X is surprisingly an intimate portrait of haunted virtuoso and the music that has enthralled legions of the world's most devoted fans. The film culminates in preparation for X Japan's historic exclusive reunion concert at New York's Madison Square Garden in 2014. So that's cool. So it's going to be based around that show. Yeah, I didn't even know.
Haunted virtuoso. That sounds fascinating.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it's going
very
deep.
interesting. Was screened at film festivals worldwide already. So, but this is the first time it has been made available to Amazon Prime members in the U.S. So, that's awesome.
So I just clicked on it real quick just to see what it was all about. They have subtitles throughout the whole thing. Like you don't have to turn them on. They're part of the documentary.
Sweet.
And it looks like it's really like they're going, because I just kind of clicked around a little bit, but there was lots of behind the scenes stuff. Awesome. Like I saw some of the guys getting emotional at a point. So it looks like it's going to get really in depth. Also, I want to mention that like playing at Madison Square Garden in 2014, that's what they said, right? 2014 it culminated. Yeah. That I don't know if people realize how expensive it is to actually to book Madison Square Garden nowadays, to the point where like, so WWE, everyone knows what WWE is, right? World Wrestling Entertainment, biggest wrestling federation in the world, right? They refuse, even though they're from that was their home base, they refuse to go there, or they did at least for like a decade, because it costs too much to actually get it. So a band coming from overseas to go to like a big concert at MSG, I mean, the amount of money and production that must have been put behind that in order to make that happen is actually really, really large. So I can't wait to see that. I'm going to watch this documentary just for the concert part,
Nice.
So yeah, I'm sorry that Yoshiku's a drummer, founding member, drummer, and pianist for X Japan. But I on the Discord, somebody had shared, it was a New Year's Eve show they did, like the middle part of the show, not the whole thing, but the middle part. There's like a part where there are solos going on, and it must have been Yoshiki was like he like left the stage, and the guitarists are doing shit with the drum machine going, and he came back in, did a big drum solo. It was huge.
Nice.
And I'd heard of him, obviously mentioned before, but I never watched anything. I'm like, man, it's just a huge show. It's pretty cool.
Sweet.
So I'm gonna check out that documentary. That's cool.
Yeah, that sounds awesome, man. We've even got somebody in the chat right now saying that they were actually at the concert at MSG.
Oh, that's
actually
cool.
really cool too.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been around for a while. The documentary, I think it was made in like 2016 or 17 or something like that. But I think it just became available for us, to easily access.
Okay,
just become accessible.
Interesting.
For us. Yeah, dude. And I love seeing stuff about older bands too, because it's like their journey is way more documented and way more like they started before the time of cell phones. They started before the time of the internet. So going back to be able to see the transition of like a band from before that era into the new era is especially entertaining, right? Because everything changes at a certain point, like around 2000, everything changes.
Yeah.
And you get to see beyond it.
It's true.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's huge. It goes from being, you need, so much more production and stuff to get everything done, film and camera dolls and all this shit, to where anybody can just do it.
Yeah.
You still need production, but you know what I mean? It's just easier. It's easier to document things now as far as recording a show and getting a documentation of what's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's definitely a big big change. It's a big shift. And I'm sure like before, like when they had the before all this stuff existed and it was more difficult to document, I almost find that stuff more entertaining though, because it feels more gritty, a little bit more real. In the era of social media, it's easy to document things, but also kind of make them feel like there's something other than they aren't. If you know what I mean, like Instagram in general, like, is anything that you see on Instagram actually real life? Most of the time it's a no, but everything that you see recorded before 1999 pretty much is, Yeah,
so they got caught. If it was recorded, they got caught.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that.
It looks like it's only in the U.S. Like people are saying Canada.
Yeah, it's saying on here, it's saying on the article that it's U.S. So I don't
Okay.
think.
You know, Canada gets fucked a lot, though. You ever notice that? Like, Canada is always screwed with what they get access to. It's
too
amazing.
nice.
They're right there. They're not asking. They don't ask.
We need to get a VPN sponsor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a VPN. We'll have get a sponsor here. That's for the Nord.
You guys ever see a documentary on a band that you don't necessarily like the music, but you really appreciate the documentary?
Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like documentaries can. I was saying this to. I always say this on my channel, but it's like the behind the scenes stuff that makes you go from liking a band to loving a band, right? Like you can really like the music, but you don't love the people in it until you see what they're all about, and there's a whole other layer beyond it that you can really appreciate. You know, when you know the personalities of the people, the trials and tribulations that they've gone through and stuff like that, which is why I always like, you know, on my Patreon, for example, I just always do like documentary stuff. You know, I love doing that stuff. It really shows you a different side of the music that you're already into. And it's like, I remember the Beach Boys one. You guys ever see the Beach Boys documentary that they made back in the early 2000s? It was fantastic and intriguing, and I wasn't really a big Beach Boys fan. And after I saw that, I got like 3 of their albums and listened to them hardcore for a couple years. Honestly, I became a huge fan. I think documentaries are like a really undersung way to get a loyal fan base for a band.
Yeah, I was just talking to Rosie about that the other day, about how much like the members of the band's personalities really bolsters your love of the band and the music. Like being able to watch them interact with each other, know that they have a good relationship and they're all really cool people. But yeah, like you're saying, documentaries really help with that.
Definitely. And it hurts a little bit on the other end when you like find out that a band that you love are not getting along for whatever reason, or somebody leaves and you go, I mean, Guns N' Roses.
Axl Roses.
I mean, Axl Rose is definitely a douche, but I bet you everyone in the band is a little douchey, to tell you the truth. But like they were like my ultimate band, Guns N' Roses. I thought that they made like the best. I think they had like the best 1-2 album punch of all time, like the way that I viewed it, and then they just fell off a cliff and became nothing. That's so disappointing, to the point where like I don't even listen to their music anymore, because I'm just like, damn, dude, like did they even like it? You know, did they even like making the music? And if you have to wonder that, it almost ruins it a little bit for you. It takes the magic out.
Yeah.
Are there any Beatles fans here?
I love the Beatles.
I like songs by the Beatles. I took a class on them in high school.
Oh, really? Because they just put out that someone mentioned it. I think Paul mentioned it on Disney Plus. They released that. It was like a 9-hour documentary with a bunch of footage in the studio recording their last album right before the rooftop concert. And it was really cool to like see their actual, because when I was born, the Beatles were already ancient history, you know?
Real quick, for those listening, Paul in the chat mentioned that, by the way. All right.
Oh yeah, I said that. But what was I talking about? When I was stop interrupting me. When I was born, Beatles were already ancient history, and so I never really saw them as goofy kids with a relatable personality. But watching that, I could see what a goofball John Lennon was, what a goofball Paul was. But Paul was like the focused, creative one. Ringo was just a super hard worker, just sat there waiting to do his thing. Like they all
interesting, man. You don't think how young they were either, because they're all old by the time we all knew about them.
They were all younger than me when they broke up. So it was like watching their actual interactions and personalities and the irreverence they had when they set up the rooftop concert. Like they were sticking it to the man then, you know?
Wow. Yeah.
That's cool. You don't even consider that type of stuff, you know, like when something, I guess I'm about to play devil's advocate about what I was just saying about like Billie Eilish and not knowing who Led Zeppelin is. But like, I knew who the Beatles were, but I didn't even consider like, you know, what were they like, you know, what was their writing process like? It was already beyond my time. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to hear these songs. I know these songs are popular, blah, blah, blah. But beyond that, who the hell were the Beatles? I have no idea. now you've got me. Like now I want to know.
Yeah,
gonna
I
watch.
definitely recommend it. It's interesting. It's a long documentary, but like definitely just checking out highlights of it is really interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if I've. Go ahead.
I would say with X Japan, I don't know much about him a little bit. Now I can go watch this documentary and get an appreciation for him. Like we're talking about with the Beatles, they may not be the Beatles, but they're obviously a hugely influential band in Japan. And this is all the bands we're listening to. All of them mention X Japan at some point or another.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like I should know more about him. You know. So yeah, it's a cool thing to be able to watch.
Definitely, but I love that mentality right there. What you just said, Ryan. I should. I should. That's what I want from the Billie Eilish's of the world. Please say you should.
Right.
Like I have more respect for you as a musician if you have a little bit of intrigue or interest in musical history in general.
Yeah.
I think it's maybe that's just other musicians that think that way. Maybe other people don't give a shit. Yeah, but I do.
Right on.
Right on.
Cool. Now
Yes. Well, as we said, we were a little late on trying to find new news or anything to say. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Have we run
It's a
out
big
of
week
topics
for all
already?
of us.
Yeah, that's my fault. I normally have a planned list of things, and today's podcast was not that at all.
No, it's okay.
So-
Honestly, we've all been kind of like doing things the last 5 or so days. So
yeah.
let's just blame life and
Yeah.
Yeah.
life is at fault.
Next week will be more organized too, with all that stuff. Yeah, I don't know why I forgot. Like, oh, we should have probably done sound check. We should have got that set up to even do any of that. So
Learning experience.
yeah,
This tour has been, dude. The day of getting tickets, I was so fucking stressed out that day.
Me too.
Dude, I was like, I'm at work, like trying to, okay, it's not till 11 o'clock. These tickets go on sale. And I'm ready, or like noon. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go sneak off and buy these tickets. And then it came, I went to check it, and it's like, oh, on sale in 3 hours. I'm like, what? 3 hours? It was supposed to be noon. And then it changed to 3 o'clock. Then, and it was stressing me out all day. It shouldn't have been that stressful, but it was.
Yeah, I hear you. I got lucky, I guess, with the Philly one and like it's still not being sold out because I like forgot for the first, I don't know, 12 hours of the day, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, oh no, like, did I miss it? I'm not gonna go. And then I was like, I bet, shit, dude, I just ruined all of my credibility as a BAND-MAID fan.
These fans would have made sure you got there anyway.
Yeah, I mean, but then I went on and they were like, yeah, we still have a ton of tickets left, and I was like, oh. Okay, cool. I'm glad I just stabbed myself a bunch of times in anger, but it seems like everything is okay.
I guess I wasn't worried for some reason about it. I don't know. I'm like hearing you guys say this, and I'm like, really? I don't know. But then when I start seeing everything being sold out, I'm like, oh, I guess I should have been worried. But since I had the ticket already, I'm like, I was like, I wasn't really thinking about it until people started telling me, hey, Alan, you realize you're only going to see them for 30 minutes at that at that festival. I'm like, oh, that does kind of suck.
Yeah.
I was
fuck.
like, oh,
I
that does suck.
didn't think about that.
And then friggin' Texan reacts with a lifesaver. He's just like, hey, man, come out here. Like, I'm gonna get 2 tickets. I'm like, are you sure? It was like, and then
that's so cool.
I got totally lucky on that because I don't even know if I would have been able to get a ticket probably, because since they sold out so fast or people are scalping them.
Oh yeah.
Or whatnot.
Hey, what's the on Ticketmaster, the resale tickets that are going for like $300 fucking dollars?
$300?
Is that people?
general admission?
What is that? Because it's through
I can tell you how it
Ticketmaster.
goes. So Ticketmaster, they sell the tickets, but I can go on my Ticketmaster app and then say I don't want to go to the show anymore, and I can resell it for whatever price I want.
So you put the price on it, so
I can put the price
Ticketmaster's
on it.
allowing you to scalp these fucking tickets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
as
bullshit.
fuck. It really is. Well, for
It
Ticketmaster,
is
because what
bullshit.
they do, hold on, what they do now though is they put out a series of tickets to certain companies. Only certain companies get an X amount of tickets. So Ticketmaster isn't the end all be all to get tickets. There should be other ways to get tickets, but
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
but if anything, it's harder for a corporation to go into Ticketmaster and scalp. So like they put a limit on how many tickets you can actually buy. I think it's like 4 or 6. I think you can buy. So it's scalping, but it's like scattered scalping.
I think it was 8. When I saw it was 8 that
It's
one
eight's the
person
limit?
could buy.
Yeah. So you can't just go, because before back in the day, Ticketmaster, people would go in there and buy hundreds of tickets. Like
Right.
they have
So
a
the only-
computer
yeah.
ready to buy it. Yeah.
Right on.
So
What were you gonna say, champ?
yeah, go ahead, Champ. Sorry.
I was just thinking like how fucked up that was. Like as soon as Ryan said that, I was like, dude, I can't believe that they can get away with that. But then I was thinking deeper into it. I was like, is it really any different than like if you just buy one at the venue and then like walk into the parking lot and say, okay, you know, and you guys
the
just want to
same
go
thing.
in,
Same
you
thing.
know, like, it's going to be twice as much, which was fucked up in the beginning also. But it's like,
Yeah.
how can you stop that? You know, scalping has been around forever. This is just
I know.
automated.
Just going to going to Ticketmaster and buy them is kind of fucked up. Like
I
through the
know.
Set
site,
your own
to me, it's
price.
fucked up that they're like condoning it. Oh yeah, you know.
It really is. I bet they make a ton of money off of it, right?
They make
Like,
money for every
realistically.
transaction. Every transaction they
Yeah, so-
do, they make a cut. So even if you decide to resell it, they're condoning it because they're like, if you decide to resell it at 300, that's a bigger cut for Ticketmaster.
Ticketmaster is
Because
the
they're greedy
OG
fucks.
scalper.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
they've
they're greedy
really
fucks,
figured
that's
this
why.
out, man. I wonder when they started doing this because they definitely weren't able to do this.
Because
Or I didn't see this happening recently, but I do know that when BTS came over here a couple years ago, it got really bad, like really, really bad to the point where they were reselling tickets on, you know, StubHub, Ticketmaster, stuff like that for like $3,000-$4,000 a ticket
Well,
that you buy for
Ticketmaster,
$200.
What?
like Ryan was just
Insane.
saying, Ticketmaster is like the OG scalper because that's what Ticketmaster was known for when they first released the site, which I think came out during the .com bubble or whatnot. They would go and buy thousands of tickets and then resell them on their website.
Right, because that's technically what it was originally,
Yeah.
right? Before they had partnerships with venues
Exactly.
and stuff like that.
Now they're
they would
legit.
just buy a bunch of tickets and resell them. Yeah, now they're legit, but they're doing the same fucking thing, except, you know, pretending like it's okay. You know?
I don't think that's
Oh,
ever
screw
going
that,
away,
man.
though. To be honest,
It's not.
It's never going to go away. Like people are.
Well, they have the
gonna do that
power.
forever.
It's
Well,
like
now if they
YouTube
take a
taking
percentage
30
of it, shit.
Yeah. It's like YouTube taking 30% of everything we do.
yeah.
They provide the platform, and then
Yes.
we don't have a choice but to
YouTube
conform.
takes 100% of everything that I do, but I
Yeah.
hear what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, the companies that copyright.
Right. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
true.
YouTube doesn't. I mean, but at the same time, in the reverse effect, you know, they are having the platform, and Ticketmaster does make it super freaking easy to sell tickets. Like, if you can't go to a show or something, that's a benefit, right? Like, you're like, well, at least I can try to resell it on Ticketmaster. Unless you're going to see a band that's not famous, then you might be screwed.
I did see that they also offer like a. So I bought my tickets off Ticketmaster for BAND-MAID, and I saw that they offer like you spend an extra $15 or something, and they like give you insurance on the ticket or whatever, which means that if you can't make it for whatever reason, they'll give you a refund. Which that was a new thing that I had never heard of before either. Now, I don't know how well that's going to work. You know, I don't know if you got to prove
Yeah.
something or whatever. I don't know how they verify it regardless, but it was like, yeah, we'll give you your money back. And I was like, oh shit. Well, I'm going to the show, so I'm not going to spend the extra $15. But that's kind of a crazy idea for a platform to actually offer, right? It seems like antithetical to what they would normally want to happen.
Right.
Maybe that's because they can get the resale value off of it by just getting it back.
Ticketmaster's making
Yeah.
so much
Then
money
they can
now.
resell it. Oh well, now it's worth $300.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And
They're
they
making
made
so
the
much
extra
money,
15
dude.
bucks off us.
Honestly,
Like
they're making so much extra money the way that they're doing it now, even more than back in the day. It's ridiculous. It is. They're like definitely innovated right there because there's no other platform like that. Like there's nothing even remotely close to Ticketmaster doing stuff like that. So, and then most concerts I think have contracts with Ticketmaster where you have to buy the ticket through Ticketmaster. You can't even like some bands are exclusively on those sites, which is that's even more nuts, you know. So you only can
Fascinating.
exclusively
It's-
get it from there.
It's sort of the way that I think business is going in our countries also, specifically, where it's like everything is about paid partnership deals now, rather than like, individual, like, we're going to handle this one event, blah, blah, blah. So like what you're talking about right now, that's going to become more and more commonplace. It's going to be harder and harder for
well, how are they going to stop monopolies now? Like these places are monopolizing very easily online. Like Ticketmaster, that's technically a monopoly almost. They're putting all other ticket places out of business. Like, has anyone bought a ticket from anywhere else but Ticketmaster, unless you go to a private artist that has their own ticket selling platform? I mean, sometimes
for
that's
the warning,
case.
I used AXS.
Me too.
Whatever.
I was just about to bring that up. I use AXS for the warning also.
It's almost annoying though, because now I have 2 separate apps with my concert tickets in.
They have an app?
The schedule,
they have an app for that one? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Everyone has an app. Why am I even surprised? But anyways, guys, I think we'll end it here. Thanks for coming. We'll get our shit together next week. I guess we say this at the end of every podcast. But go ahead.
So what are we reacting to this week? And then
Wave, honestly, I was just looking for something that we could, and I was finding nothing. I was finding nothing. Has there been any new J-Rock out in the last couple weeks? Because I'm literally just struggling to find anything.
I don't know.
I don't know either. I want to know if there's something new.
We don't actually provide the news. We just ask the chat to tell us what's going on.
Right. So, chat, is there anything you want to see us?
Anyways, we'll figure out the reaction thing later, guys. Make sure you check out our Patreon for the extended intros and outros to these podcasts. We start recording like 30 minutes before, and we let it keep recording 30 minutes afterwards or whatnot. So, and we'll figure out the other stuff off of stream. So,
Ryan, where's your guitar, man? We're doing the outro.
We're doing the outro.
It's
Ryan has disconnected. Oh,
no, he's right there.
I keep looking at the wrong screen.
I'll give you the 4 chords, buddy. No, I'm not going to do that. All right, Alan, do your thing.
We got Ryan over there on the guitar, getting ready to leave. Hey, I like this lick. This is the best one so far. Man, look at him. He's always writing new shit.
Is that the right way?
Yep. Yeah, right there. Oh, wait. Here. That guy. Woo! And then we have this guy. What's his name again? Rich? Yeah? Is that the medium of Champ? The Champ? Hey, we got Champ Medium. So, and down below me, we have the Squirtin' Potter. I had to say it. What are you waiting?
Yeah, come over to Discord and
you'll understand that. We got Squirt and Wave over there down below me. Don't get too wet down there. Don't get too wet down there, all right, Wave? We don't need it.
I'll see what I can do.
Too soggy, I might fall through. I'm just saying. Anyways, but yeah, peace out. And this is where I fuck up and forget to end the stream.
bye.